And now it's time once again for Life Lessons with Oswald Spellman. Today's life lesson is on fate.
I was out driving one night, letting the light of the full moon bathe my face in its eerie glow. The bourbon was fresh and frisky in the Donut House special blend coffee that sloshed around in my open cup, and I was in a reflective mood. Man, woman, destiny, my particular destiny with a particular woman, Tiffany, if you can believe her name tag, all swirling in my head like the bourbon swamping my coffee. To help myself think, I sped up a bit as I drove through downtown. It was late, so there were very few pedestrians in the crosswalks. I was pleased with how nimbly they stepped aside for me, since I was in no mood to add any wear and tear to my brakes. With the roar of the engine, the wind blowing through my hair to give it that wind-blown look, the bourbon heightening my satisfaction markedly, I was awash in a sense of selfhood that felt almost heroic. I drank a little more bourbon and coffee, and then, yes, I felt really heroic. Then fate stepped in. Its powerful invisible fist, in the form of a row of parked cars, struck me hard, repeatedly, in the passenger side door. I slowed down and pulled over, curious to know what hand the fist of fate had dealt not just my car, which belonged to my friend Ralph, who I'm pretty sure said I could borrow his car while he was out of town, but also to the 3 parked cars that appeared to have moved into my lane. Fortunately, fate had been kind. The damage to the cars was nothing worse than dents, scraped doors, and missing side view mirrors. But because fate is mysterious, those cars might have already been like that before. Who can say? Also, fate was really, really kind in that no one popped up right then claiming to be a so-called witness, wanting to impose some personal, subjective opinion on the facts of what I actually remembered seeing happen. I felt it best not to trifle with a fate that had been so generous to me, so I drove off to let fate deal with the other car owners in its own way. As I sped up once again, refreshing myself with the bourbon, I realized that there was a life lesson here. Fate knows what it's doing, even if we don't know what fate's doing, or, frankly, what we're doing. So we shouldn't be so controlling, so fretful about our personal choices. No matter what we do, what happens to us is what fate wants for us. From now on, I was putting all my trust in fate.